Welcome, everyone. Go ahead and grab your imaginary trench coats and magnifying glasses, because today you're all officially in training to become math detectives. In this explainer, we're going to learn exactly how to crack some of the absolute trickiest number puzzles out there. We'll be hunting down clues, using some seriously cool special gadgets, and proving our cases without a shadow of a doubt. Let's get into it. So, I gotta ask, are you ready to crack the code? Because out there in the real world, there are missing numbers literally everywhere, just waiting for a smart detective like you to find them. Give me a huge nod if you are absolutely ready for your first top secret mystery. Okay, awesome. I am loving the energy. Let's get right to work. All right, let's dive right into our first mission. You see those empty blue and gray boxes in the puzzle grids? They're completely blank. Now, solving math problems is honestly exactly like solving a mystery. You usually have a few clues, like the numbers 78 and 33 in that first grid, and then you have to use your detective skills to figure out what belongs in the empty spaces. But hold on, before we rush in, every good detective needs the right gear, right? Let's equip our very first tool. It's the magnifying glass of vocabulary. Here in our math detective agency, we actually have a few special maths words that we use on the job. The first one is estimate. Now, an estimate isn't just a wild, random guess. It's a really sensible guess based on the clues you already have. The second word is difference. Whenever you subtract one number from another, the answer you're left with, that's called the difference. Definitely keep those words safely tucked away in your detective notebook. So, let's talk about why making an estimate is an absolute superpower. Take a tricky calculation, like 78 minus 33. If you want to get a really quick idea of the answer before you solve the whole case, you just estimate. Look at it this way. 78 is kind of close to 80, and 33 is kind of close to 30. Well, 80 minus 30 is 50. Since we know the real numbers, we can guess the exact answer is going to be just a little bit less than 50. Boom! You already have a massive clue before you even do the hard work. How cool is that? Okay, now it's time to introduce our very first tactical gadget for finding that exact difference. I personally like to call this the grappling hook, but our friend Anai calls it his jumping strategy. When Anai needs to subtract, he uses a number line to safely swing backward. Step 1, he jumps back to a friendly number, like a 10. And step 2, he jumps the rest of the way. Let's actually see this grappling hook in action. Watch how incredibly smooth Anai is at this. He's trying to solve 73 minus 38. So he starts all the way over on the right at 73. First up, he makes a massive jump backwards by 30, landing safely on 43. But wait, he still needs to subtract 8 more, so he does a really quick little jump of 3 to land on a super friendly number, which is 40. From there, he just jumps the final 5 spaces back. 40 minus 5 is 35. See? He swung all the way from 73 down to 35, plain and simple. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is our other friend, VT. She uses a totally different superpower to solve the exact same case of 73 minus 38. Instead of a grappling hook, VT uses super strength. She uses building blocks, base 10 blocks to be exact. She sets up 7 10 sticks and 3 little ones blocks to make 73. First, she easily takes away 3 of those 10 sticks to subtract the 30. But then, she runs into a little problem. She needs to take away 8 little ones, but she only has 3 left. So what on earth does she do? Well, she uses the magic word of the day, regrouping. Vidi uses her detective super strength to grab one of those solid 10 sticks and literally smash it into 10 separate little ones blocks. So now, instead of just 3 little ones, she suddenly has 13 little ones. And taking 8 away from 13 is easy, it leaves 5. She adds that back to the 30 she had left, and guess what? She gets 35. That is the exact same difference as on it. Let's take a look at these two amazing methods side by side. You've got Anarai's jumping number line on the left and Vidi's block smashing regrouping on the right. Both totally get the job done perfectly. As a math detective, you get to choose which tool you want to equip in your backpack. Do you prefer drawing the jumps, or do you kind of prefer imagining the blocks breaking apart? Honestly, both are incredibly powerful. All right, let's practice matching some tricky calculations to their sensible estimates. 88 minus 53? Okay, that looks a bit messy, but 90 minus 50? That's 40. So easy. What about 61 minus 27? Let's just round that to 60 minus 30, which gives us a solid estimate of 30. Doing this first really makes sure you never get totally lost while you're on a case. Okay, so think about this. You've made your estimate. You've used your number line, or maybe your blocks. You've got your answer.
But wait a second, the police chief is asking for proof. How do we know, completely without a shadow of a doubt, that our answer is actually right? Because a true detective never just guesses and walks away. They prove it. So the crucial point here is that you can actually use a brilliant reverse engineering trick. You can check your subtraction work by using addition. Let's say you just solved 55 minus 47, and you think the difference is 8. To completely prove it, you just run the whole machine in reverse. You take your answer, 8, and you add it to the smaller number, 47. If 47 plus 8 equals your big starting number, 55, then boom, your case is closed. You are 100% correct. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how that addition check looks on a number line. You just start at the smaller number, which is 47. Then you jump forward by 3 to hit the friendly number 50. Next, you jump forward by 5 to hit 55. Add those two forward jumps together, the 3 plus the 5, and you get 8. It is literally the perfect way to double-check your work and prove that you are for sure the smartest detective in the room. Okay, team, you have your vocabulary down. You have your estimation superpower, you've got NA's grappling hook jumps, VIDI's block-smashing regrouping, and the ultimate reverse engineering addition check. Detectives, your training session is almost complete, but right before you get your official badges, you have to pass the final trial. Think of it like a big boss battle. Are you ready? It is time for the rapid-fire quiz. I want you to literally shout the answers right at the screen like true math heroes. Here we go. True or false, 7 minus 5 equals 2. Shout it out. Yep, true. Okay, next one. 70 plus what equals 100? Come on, I know you know this. It's 30. Great job. How about a really big one? What is 95 minus 24? Just take away 20. Then take away 4. You got it. It's 71. And finally, a massive triple threat. 25 plus 25 plus 50. Think about it for a sec. 25 and 25 is 50, plus another 50, it's 100. Oh man, absolutely fantastic job. Wow, go ahead and take a deep breath, detectives. You absolutely crushed that. Your tool belt is completely full now. You know exactly how to make sensible estimates, you know how to leap across number lines, and you know how to regroup those blocks like an absolute superhero. So, the only question left for us is, what math mystery will you solve next? Keep your eyes peeled for those missing numbers out there, and I will see you all on the next case.